is no way this case could have gone on anywhere, because in the first place, the court had lost jurisdiction to sit over this case since September last year. So we came here today on a limited appearance. We appeared under protest out of utmost respect for the judge and for the court, to listen to the court as to the reasons why we were invited before the same court that was recused in September last year. Nigerian public needs to understand the nature of a recusal. A recusal comes as a court order, and even non-lawyers are aware that once an order of court is made, the only way you can set it aside is to take it on appeal. Nobody appealed this order. The order is extant and subsisting, is still valid, and we were invited today to be informed about some memo from the chief judge that we don't even have a copy of the memo. So our submission on the record is that the court stands recused until that order is set aside.
Now, submission for your client.
Well, Senator is a word of art for indefinite adjournment. So she had no business, the court, like I said before, even having the case before her today. So adjourning it, Senator or not, really, it doesn't apply. But remember that we had requested this adjournment Senator last year, but it wasn't granted.
So
but
what
now,
happens next?
well, it's up to the judiciary and the federal government. We are not the prosecutor, we are the defense. You throw the ball to us and we catch the ball. We cannot reinstitute the case. Let them do the right thing. Our client recused the judge, and the judge consented to the recusal through a court order. So we await the day that this case will be recalendared before a new judge to try it. We are not afraid of trial, but we are afraid of injustice.
And aren't you scared that it might come back to her again? What if it's brought back to her? No.
Well, under the Constitution, it shall be resisted. It will be unconstitutional to have the same judge who stands recused to recalendar the same case and try it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Not me. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I'm happening in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness, that's all.
Nigeria signed to extradite, not to rendition.